I ain't reading no papers. I ain't mincing words. I ain't doing any of that. I got Buddy in court actually telling. So I don't want to hear nothing about nothing, cuz. Let's go.
State after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that the statements are truthful, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
2 gang members have been sentenced to life without parole for a deadly armed robbery at a DeKalb County gas station. A jury found Cordarius Dorsey and Quintavious Jackson guilty for shooting and killing a husband and father of 6. It happened in 2019 at a gas station in Gresham Park. The DeKalb County District Attorney says Dorsey is associated with Slaughter Gang and Young Slime Life, and Jackson is also associated with the Slaughter Gang.
They used to say, words couldn't hurt me. Videos, just my name, they getting thirsty. Go ahead and put him in a hearse. It's getting murky, this time I deserve this. I'm ready for whatever war said he been a matador. Scared for the things I'm dreaming for. I'm eating caviar.
And we're staying on top of this breaking news tonight. Within the past 45 minutes, Atlanta rapper Gunna walked out of the Fulton County Jail. The rapper, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens, entered a negotiated guilty plea, what's known as an Alford plea, allowing him to also maintain his innocence. Gunna was in jail on racketeering and conspiracy charges, part of a large gang indictment that includes rapper Young Thug and other alleged members of YSL or Young Slime Life gang. And also today, alleged YSL co-founder Walter Murphy negotiated a guilty plea in the RICO indictment ahead of the trial scheduled to start next month. New at 6, Channel 2's Mark Winnie is live at the Fulton County Jail with what all of this means today. Mark.
Yeah, some big stuff said in court today. We got wind that something was going on in the YSL case, hustled down to the courthouse, got there in time. I shot the hearing on my iPhone. It is a major, major development in a major case.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
That Sergio Kitchens, perhaps better known as music star Gunna, was gonna get out of jail soon seemed apparent early in the hearing as Fulton County Deputy District Attorney Adrian Love went through the sentence that would be recommended.
5 years to serve 1, commuted to time served, balance suspended. And the parties agree that upon completion of the special conditions that I will enumerate, the suspended sentence will terminate by consent order.
The Fulton County District Attorney's Office says Gunna pled guilty to the single count he faced in a sprawling indictment focused on the alleged criminal street gang YSL against him and more than 24 others. Conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. The guilty plea entered as what's called an Alford plea, where a defendant doesn't admit he committed the crime but acknowledges it's in his best interest to plead guilty.
If called by any party in this case, you will testify truthfully, but reserve any Fifth Amendment rights or privileges against self-incrimination. You agree to perform 500 hours of community service, a substantial portion of which will require that you speak to young men and women about the hazards and immortality of gangs and gang violence, and the decay that it causes our communities.
A Sergio Kitchens press statement suggests in the case of his Alford plea, he's, quote, maintaining my innocence toward the same charge, unquote. It says, while I've agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way. In court, some startling statements.
Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that the statements are truthful, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
A YSL indictment includes Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug. His attorney, Brian Steele, has said
Mr. Williams committed no crime.
Judge Ural Glanville.
I find that your plea is freely and voluntarily entered. I find no factual basis for your plea, and I'm going to accept your plea as tendered and as negotiated.
Now, Jacoby Hudson, defense attorney for YSL case defendant Walter Murphy, confirms that late Tuesday, Murphy pled guilty to a racketeering conspiracy count and has been released from the Fulton County Jail already. Hudson says Murphy will not testify about the conduct of any other individual defendants. Hudson indicated how Murphy changed his life after he got out of prison was a major factor in the deal. Reporting live outside the Fulton County Jail, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action.
So, 3 members of YSL already admitted it's a gang. That's documented fact. That means courts can go ahead and say everything they want to. Bruh, Thug is done. Bro, take your plea, take your lick, get up out of there. You probably gonna end up getting like 10 years or something and end up doing like 8.5. It's a wrap. I just gotta ask the question, Gunna, who was you gonna be if Young Thug never met you? We done heard your whack high school rhymes and everything like that, bro. I don't wanna hear nothing. So don't no homies call me, don't no homegirls call me, none of that. If we cool in Atlanta, you try to be like, bro, this, that, and everything, and you already know down in this section, I don't want to hear nothing. You already seen that. I ain't going off with nobody wrote nothing like that. He said this out his own mouth. We done. Everybody talking about, oh, he need a DP. Nah, he getting a put off. We don't do DPs when you don't write it. Nah. Ain't no DPs. Now, will he still be YSL after this? Yep. We already done found 5 snitches in their camp anyways. I was, little buddy that shot with Duke, man, it's a whole bunch of people. Y'all go back, look at the videos. I've been exposing these rats from day one. Man, it's ugly. And the worst part is, he didn't have to do it. None of those crimes is gonna stick. You dry snitched on Thug. You literally said, well, I was in the car with the guns, but they weren't mine. Well, then who else was they? Thug, man, I hate it had to be you, bro. But that's what happened when you got a big heart in this stuff, man. Thug wouldn't even be in none of this BS had his homie. This, if y'all look at it, bro, Thug really ain't do nothing but show loyalty to his homies. The little bald-headed rat dude, I can't think of cuz name. He the one that got into it with all them cats. He the one. And then it turned up. So this ain't even Thug's fault. But you know what, bro? This is what happened, bro, when people start looking out for themselves. I guarantee they was talking to Gunna about eggnog and spending Christmas with your kids and all that and everything like that. And you would have got away with it. You would have got away with it had we not had that camera footage. Nobody was going to know. And yes, you can be called to testify, but they said you can invoke your 5th Amendment. But you will be called to testify. So, bro, I don't know. What you going to do? You going to turn around and then go stand in court for Thug and all them and everything in March and then basically plead that this, and that and doctor up a lie or something like that? We'll see what happens. The only way you can save yourself is if you turn around and when you take that court stand, you take that stand, bro, and you fix this. Other than that, man, bro, it's bad. But Shady Park, huh? And I know some of them cats from up over there. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You ain't from there no more. Nah, that's it. We done with that. Y'all expect me to keep it real? Because you know that I will. I do this daily, baby. Check out the Nightly Nash podcast. Also, Street the Music, Ceddy Nash, if you have not. It's on all streaming platforms. Guaranteed you're going to find something you like. Probably like that overly thugging freestyle, or maybe something different. Let me know in the comments. We possibly shoot that music video.